Right, as I said earlier, welcome to Erudite. Pedro, can we confirm that you can see the presentation on your screen? Can you unmute yourself and let me know?
Hi, Nick. Yes, I can. Nick, can you hear me?
Pedro, could you unmute yourself and let me know if you see the presentation?
Yes, can you hear me? Nick?
Right, can anybody else confirm it for me? Okay, perfect. I see some people have confirmed that they can see it. So let's go back into here. All right, so firstly, what you need to know. All right. Number one, we are a college that is designed for you to study at your own pace. This means that when you're studying with us, you are going to be working at your speed through the material. However, you cannot finish a course in shorter than the duration that the course is. So you cannot finish social work in less than 1 year. You cannot finish the level 4 in less than 1 year. You cannot finish the level 5 in less than 2 years or 18 months. All right. How does the course work? So firstly, you have an online portal, which each of you have been added to. On this portal, you will see that it will have a few things. It will have the course that you're doing. It will then also have many other small courses. So if you're doing the level 4, you will see that there is a administrative course with it, there's a disability course with it, there's a baby course with it. All these other courses each have their own certificate, but your main focus is on the platform that you're working from. All right? As you work through the course, do not be worried right now about assignments. Do not think about it. When it comes through, it will tell you, here's a portfolio, and this is how you're going to work through it. Okay? If you're level 4, you do one portfolio every 3 months. If you are a level 5, right, you will do it as you get to each of the sections. Usually it's once a month that you will submit a very short assignment. Same with social work. With caregiving, there is a test right at the end. So what happens if this month you have a big problem and you haven't managed to finish your course work? Nothing happens, right? You log back and you continue where you were. However, if you're doing a 1-year course, next year, December, it must be done. The 2-year course, you have 2 years to do it. How does assessment happen and how do we mark you? Right, so number one, you will have portfolios or assignments. These get uploaded onto your portal as PDFs. There is a guide, right, which tells you how to do it. You will see this guide when you log in to that section. That section will only appear after you've done the coursework. After you have finished all your portfolios, you will then get referred to the theater to do your IESA exam. All right. Level 5, currently we don't have exams because yours is done via your assignments, your summative assignments. Level 4, we have exams. Caregiving, it's also through assignments. The CETA then issues your certificate. Please do not submit assessments, assignments, or portfolios without your name, without the assignment topic and name on it, and without the cover sheet, which you will have to download. And it's very clearly indicated to you where that will be. Do not WhatsApp your assignment to us, right? You upload it onto the student portal. It will literally say, pick your file, upload, right? So how should you study, right? My advice to you is every week, set aside an hour, right? Maybe 2 half-an-hours, and you work through the portal. You click on the course and it'll say, do you want to continue? And you continue through each slide. Watch each lecture, complete each piece of reading that you need to do. Sometimes you will have something called additional reading. Ignore that for now. That is only if you want to learn more, you want to go into something else, you're welcome to do the additional reading. But all the text that you need, the textbook itself has been split into portions, into the lessons for you. So you don't need to download anything. You don't need to find additional books. Everything is there. You will see that we include lots of explainer videos, right? And that is so that whatever's in the text, you can better understand. After you've done all the text pieces, you will see that it will say lecture video. The lecture video is where we go through it with you like a class, right? In this class, we look at what the material is, what you need to know, how you apply it. After that, you will have a chance to download the notes. And finally, you have to do a quiz. The quiz happens each module and each session. If you fail the quiz, you can redo the quiz, right? If you fail the quiz, you can redo it as many times as you need to for you to finish passing, okay? Before I continue on to support systems, let me see the chat and see what people have for us so far. Okay. Yes, Nicole Gianna, this course is for everyone, level 4, level 5. It's exactly the same principle, exactly the same thing. All right. Perfect. Is there any question on anything up to here? Amanya, I need you to not be presenting. Amanya, can you stop your screen share, please? Thank you. Clearly playing with buttons. That's fine. You must play and find out what all the buttons do. Okay. So, can I see, please raise your hand if you have not managed to log in and you have no idea about the portal. Okay. All right, I see there's quite a few people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the portal for you, and you can see me actually log in for you. Okay. Let me do this very quickly. Let me open it up. Let me copy this over. Okay. Let me grab somebody. Yeah. Okay, I'm just grabbing a quick link, and then I will be able to log in for you, and you can see me do it. Please hold. I'm just getting a link quickly. So let's do this. Let's share the screen. Okay, so when you click on the link, right, you should see something like that, right? The link is sent to your email. It's also, you can ask us for it if you don't yet have it. You can ask admin for it, but that's a bit silly because you would have done the baby and development course already. Okay, so when you click on your link, Ammonia, we're going to use you, unfortunately. In this, it will give you a opportunity to put in your username and your password. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I'm going to do that for you, and you will see this. Okay, so what you can immediately see is that, sorry about that, there's an overrun. You can immediately see that she has the level 5 course come up. She clicks on it, and it will immediately start loading the material for her and taking it through for her systematically. On this side of the screen, it has each of your modules, your workbooks, your SPs, and each lesson. As soon as you're done, you click complete and continue, and it sends you to the next section. When she's finished all of this, it will say your assignment. For level 4, it will say your portfolio. And then it gives you a space to upload your assignment over here. All right. So it's super simple to follow. Do not skip ahead because it will send you back. If you do still struggle with it, right, what you can do is you can reach out to our administrator, and our administrator will assist you in logging in. Okay, so that's how the portal looks. All your material is on there. If you have a question on the portal, please type it into the chat, and I'm going to lower everybody's hands. Oh, now put up my own hand instead of lowering it. I'm going to lower everybody's hands, and we can start again. So please type a question if you have it about there. Apart from that, let's move on to the next section, which is the support systems that you have. All right, I'm going to stop sharing this. So firstly, you guys have the group that you're in, right? You can ask a question on there, and I expect you guys to help each other. We are always on those groups, right? If it's not me, there'll be an administrator. If not an administrator, there'll be a tutor. Somebody's always on that group. You're also on the group, and you guys can help each other. The only rule I have is please do not post late at night or on a Sunday. All right, let's give everybody a chance to rest from 8 p.m. No messages on the group. Even if you are studying late, try to keep it for the next morning. Then you have an administrator number that you can contact at any time on WhatsApp, and usually they will help you within the hour. This person will guide you, they will assist you. Their name is Adu. Adu's assisted, Adu or Victoria is there. And Canal can also help you. Pedro is also on there. So we're all there to assist you. If that doesn't work, which is almost impossible, you do have the opportunity of texting me or emailing us. All right? So you have 4 avenues of support. Then we have the YouTube channel, right? Which will also help you. All right? And when we have live lectures, you can also ask your questions during them. Okay? You'll notice that Erudite has 2 WhatsApp YouTube channels, sorry. The first one is a YouTube channel for your lectures, where that's when you can watch any lecture that you've missed and even work ahead and behind and catch up on topics that you need to work through. Then we have the Erudite Kids, and this is for when you are doing your practicals or if you work in a class that you can have some material on working with children. The additional courses on your level 4, level 5 social work platform are there for you to add to your classroom, and they're resources for you to use, and all of that. How do practicals work? Practicals are 40 hours for level 4, and I believe, and Pedro can correct me, 120 hours for level 5. You will need to find a Sunday school, an ECD center, a childcare center, something near you where you can do your practicals. We will give you a letter if you require that says that this person is registered with us and they need to do X amount of practicals. When you submit your portfolio, the back of your portfolio will have your practical in it that the school can just stamp to say you have done. A few quick rules. Number 1, we don't skip sections because then it will throw you back and you'll get stuck. Complete all the quizzes, start working towards your practicals. Because everybody's only starting now, my advice is play on the portal, log in, get used to it, press different buttons, see where it takes you, find this material, click on that, play for this week, just play. Next week, or after you've played and you know where everything is, start working through the material systematically, step by step, until you get to your first assignment, which will only be in 3 months. So you have time to play around. All right. Many of you will be wondering, what about my paperwork? Right. Number 1, we will need an ID or passport copy of yours. We will also need certificates, and I think there's some other forms which we might need. We have months and months and months to get this paperwork. So we will ask it for you as you do your assignments. We will say, please submit a copy of your ID with this assignment so that we can build your file for when we send it to the center. All right. Finally, let's look at any questions that you may have about the course and about how it all works. So I'm going to stop sharing there. I'm going to go back in there and let's see if anybody typed any questions and I can answer it from there. Okay, Janani has asked a very important question. I'll start there. She has said, is the portal the only place you can upload your assignments? You can also use the app. The portal is on the app. So if you have the app, you're accessing the portal. Okay, and you can also upload it from there. Pedro, could you let us know whether the IDs have to be certified? I see Greener Causes asking. Pedro?
Nick,
Okay.
can you hear me?
I will find out for you. Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. You do need to certify your ID. But again, please take my advice. Don't rush and do it right now. Wait until you submit your first portfolio and do it then. as one submission, right? Don't run around. This week, you're only playing on logging in, logging out, pressing this button. Don't be afraid to press the buttons, right? Okay. How do I mark assignments? How do assignments get marked, right? Number one, assignments get marked. You submit your assignment. At the beginning of each month, we will send it off to marking, right? And then we usually wait for them to send it back to us. If we see that your portfolio is going to fail, we will ask you to make changes to it. Even with level 5, even with social work, we will ask you to please redo a question. We'll ask you to make the changes. Our goal isn't for you to fail. Our goal is for you to pass. Right? So we'll always take a look at it first. It could take a bit of time, but that's why I submit and move on to the next section. Zandile Bikes, I hope I pronounced it right. There, with regards to our practicals, is it only ECD centers? We can do it at a school. You can do it at a school. There is one section of each practical where you have to work with specific age children, but we can cross that bridge when we get there. Send me a message and I will assist you with that. I'm amazed that people are joining the class so late. Okay, perfect. Is the app available on the Play Store, iStore? It's available on both. If you have a Hawaii phone, you will struggle with the app, all right? Because Hawaii and Google, I don't think, work together. So you will struggle with the app, all right? Teresa, there are 2 separate WhatsApp groups. There's one for level 4, there is one for level 5, right? Everybody's together in one right now, but we are splitting you into your class groups, right? You are going to get to know somebody called Safia Rahim, right? She's going to be your lead lecturer. She has tons of years of experience in ECG, right? You'll see her from the first lesson on, right? If you have any questions specific to ECD, please feel free to ask. All right. Okay, somebody's sharing a screen, and Shalveen Pitt, could you stop sharing for us? Okay, level 5 after all science complete is the only one exam. For level 5, currently the exams are 1. For level 4, it's 1 exam also. So 1 exam for level 4, 1 exam for level 5. In the previous few years, the CETA has done portfolios instead of exams. So it's possible that we might still have that, but mentally prepare yourself to write at least 1 paper. Okay, prepare yourself for 1 paper. Worst case scenario, you write 1. Best case, your portfolios are submitted and you're done. Right. Amelia says she's done her first quiz and she wants to ask a question about it. Amelia, could you unmute yourself and ask the question?
Hi there, Nick. Sorry about this, but I'm busy with the second session already, and I want first to stop confusion. Ask, ECD centers, must they give food, or do you
Amelia,
have
can you unmute yourself? Press the little microphone, and then you can ask your question.
must ECD centers provide food, or is it your choice as owner? Can you hear me?
Okay. Whilst you're working out your screen, Ms. Bikes has asked how are exams conducted. Let's discuss this.
Can't you hear me?
Oh, God. Hi there.
Nick, can you hear me?
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Well, great. She must just type it into the text box. Sorry, I was informed by Pedro now that I can't hear you, but you can hear me, which is probably why it's been so peaceful. I was wondering where everybody's complaining about the noise, right? So apparently I can't hear you. Please, could you, Amelia, type your question into the text box? I'll work from there. Okay. What was I saying? Exams. Let's talk about exams. Once you are done with your coursework. You are forwarded for exams to the IESA, right? The IESA, which is the external moderating body, sets the exam and they set the date. They work with the QCGO and the CETA, right? We submit our names and we say, please, could you admit these people for exams? They then look at where you are and they find exam centers near to you. Right, so we'll have your address and we'll say, okay, everybody in Cape Town, you're writing at Cape Town FET. Everybody in Joburg East, you're writing in Benoni. Everybody in Pretoria Central, you're writing at Pretoria Central TVET. Right? They then come and administer the exam independently of us to verify that your work has been done correctly. We will prepare you for the exam so well that you'll even be surprised at how easy it is. Okay? Your portfolios are literally preparation for the exam from the beginning. So I don't want you to worry about exams yet. You're a year away at least. Understand the CETA and the QCTO are government bodies. They take their time sometimes. They're a bit slow. It does happen. Please be patient with them. All right, let's see if there's any other questions. Okay, Amelia has asked for section 1. It says, must all ECD centers provide food or do we have a choice? Amelia, you do have a choice. It depends on what your hours are at your ECD center. Okay, it will break down to what the hours are at your ECD center, but you'll get more info about that when you get to the module of center planning. All right, guys, you have me as a resource also. If admin cannot assist you and it's something specific like that question about ECD and centers and food, feel free to ask me. I usually try to reply to everyone within a day, right? But as you can imagine, with different hundreds of students, it does get a bit, sometimes you might wait. And of course, on weekends, I will ignore everybody. Okay, level 5 currently is only assignments. That is correct. How does graduation work? Right, and I want you guys to be very clear on this, and I think I'll start wrapping up. If anybody has questions, please put it into the chat box, but I'm going to start wrapping it up now. All right. Graduation happens once a year. You're invited to graduation after you've completed your course material, because from us, you have finished and you have your certificate. You might still be waiting for the CETA certificate, but you will still be able to graduate completing the course. The CETA certificate is external validation, so it's outside of training to say you've done the course. But that means you guys need to work through, because imagine if you don't finish by next year, November, then you're only going to graduate or attend the ceremony the year after. Okay, so you need you to push through with it. Noko, if you're already working at an ECD center, you still need to complete the practical forms, but of course you don't have to go somewhere else and do it. All right, if you're already working at an ECD center, just do your practicals there. All right. Mkateko, I cannot hear you. I see you raise your hand. I cannot hear you. You'll have to type your question in the box. All right. Lastly, classes. There will be one more class this year before we wrap up, 1 or 2, and they take place on a Tuesday, and they are for level 4 and for level 5. All right, they are for level 4 and for level 5. Every class is recorded, so if you miss a class, I will post the link for you on the group. Again, you can watch it during your free time. Of course, I would love for you to be there, but if you can't, that would make sense. All right, perfect. With that being said, I'm going to start wrapping up today's class. All right, if you have questions, feel free to ask. Feel free to ask in the group also. Right, I want to please encourage you to finish the course. You have a beautiful opportunity, right, to finish this course. Every year, we have so many people that start falling away. They get ashamed because they haven't done their work. They stress because they think they're going to get screamed at. Life has become too busy. Rubbish. All right? You just keep going at your pace and you finish those classes. Okay? Does that make sense? I don't want to see anybody falling off the train. I'm going to warn you that all our courses start off very, very, very slowly. All right, so you'll do session 1, module 1, and then it'll say, come back next week because you've done this week's work. Then you might get frustrated because you want to do more. Relax. Right? Because there is going to come a time in 3 or 4 weeks where you're going to be ripping out your hair going, it's so much work. I can't believe I have to do all of this in a week. Right? So when it goes good, take it, because it will get rough. Okay, self-discipline. There is a study plan attached to your portal, right? Where it'll say this is a suggested study plan. That is just an idea for you. You can use it as you wish. If you fall behind, you fall behind a bit, catch back up. Okay. Yes, we can track that you've logged your portfolios. We can track every single time you've logged onto the portal. We can track how much time you're spending on there. I don't look at that because some people read fast, some people read slow. Some people log in and just forget about it for a few days, right? But every time a portfolio is submitted, I can see it, the marketing team can also see it, and administration can forward it. Okay. The spikies, extended opportunities, I'm not quite sure what you mean. Maybe we can discuss that offline. Okay, perfect. I want to welcome you to this course, whichever course you're doing. I want to welcome you to Erudite. I want you to spend some time, right, contemplating what you want to achieve out of your course. Make the commitment to yourself, make the commitment to your family to say you want to improve your community. You want to improve yourself, maybe. Maybe you want to start a new business. Maybe you want to start your own ECD center, right? Maybe you just want to apply for different types of jobs. Maybe you want to be a carer one day or a social worker, whatever it may be. Please think about it and start studying. Reach out. You are so supported. You have an administrator all the time during business hours, of course. You have email. You have me, right? You have 3 people dedicated, 3 at least, 3 to 5 people dedicated to helping you finish your course, right? So please make sure you finish it. Very few schools have one-on-one tuition. Not that we offer one-on-one tuition, but one-on-one support that fast, right? Use the opportunities. If you get stuck, ask me, ask an admin person. There's no shame, right? Just ask and we'll help you get over it. Okay, perfect. I will see each of you for the next class. I think we're doing discipline principles or something to that effect, but I'll also see you on your portal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Connect with your class, find people that are studying next to you. Maybe you guys can meet up and work together a bit. I'm very, very excited to have you as part of this class. I wish you all a beautiful evening, and I hope to shake all your hands within the next 2 years as you complete your different courses. See you all at graduation and see you in the next class. Good night.